Alright everybody, I figured I'd get this one this morning. We got a 83 Chevy Cavalier, and I haven't seen a Cavalier this old, so figured I'd get a video of it. I guess they started making Cavaliers in 1982, so this is the second year of this vehicle. And the crazy thing is the base price on these cars were $5,999. Doesn't look like you'd get much for that. So this is gonna have like the base steel wheels. It's got some pretty cool looking hubcaps in the center though. This vehicle came out of the woods. Hauled it in last week. Came with some other cars. One is actually a really cool car. I'm gonna go ahead and get a video of it here in a little bit. But this one here, I was kind of doing a little bit of research on it because some of these cars interest me to know a little bit more about them. So this is a CS version. It's a type of a model that they made. And so CS made the price of the car go from $5,900 to $6,484, depending on which options you wanted. And the options were kind of weird. So like an option was, for the CS model, was a glove box lock. So you had a key to lock your glove box. And it's kind of weird for it to be an option. It looks like to me it'd be standard. Then you had a color keyed gauge surround, a cigarette lighter, ashtray, light. So there should be a light in here. Got a cigarette lighter, AM, FM push button radio, and dual front speakers is what that option gave you. So whether this one had all that or not, I don't know, but that's what a CS version would give you. But they had a bunch more options that you could have gotten back in the day that would make this sucker get really expensive, which I don't know why you'd want to pay any more money for this or not, because to me it just is kind of ugly. You got manual mirrors, manual windows, showing 46,609 on the speedometer, probably 146 or 246. The gentleman who sold this vehicle said that the transmission was bad on this. Automatic shift in the floor. Everything is very boxy looking on this car. The center console is very boxy. The dash, it's just kind of really boxy looking, especially the car itself. The back tail lights and like the back end of the car kind of reminds me of like a Renault. But some of the options that you could have gotten with this car was tinted glass, which was $90. Now it's comes standard on most cars. Let's see if we can pop the hood. Oh man, that was stuck. But it did pop. The other thing that's kind of weird is the turn signals in the grill section. And that's pretty big thing right there. So this should have a 2-liter fuel injected. Yeah. Crazy. Got emissions already started back in '83. They really started getting on them in 1980. They were really forcing it. So this is all emission stuff. Alternator's the size of the motor just about. So some of the things I was reading on these cars, as far as options you could have gotten, they had a removable sunroof, but it was $295. This one obviously don't have it. A two-tone paint job was $176, which to me sounds like a pretty good deal to paint the car in a two-tone color. This one here kind of shocked me. Halogen headlights. So if you wanted the option for halogen headlights, it was an extra $10. Power steering. Let's see if this one had power steering. I don't think it does. Yeah, it does. Right there, there's the reservoir. Power steering fluid, so there's the pump. So that was a $195 option for power steering fluid, or power steering reservoir pump. Power windows was $255. This one here is manual windows, so they did not option it out that way. Automatic cruise, so cruise control was $170. I thought I seen cruise control here. I think that right there is cruise control. This little unit right here. Because you have throttle cable coming in, the throttle cable going out. So I believe this is your cruise control setup. So there's another $170 for this. You also have a 6-way power tilt column. Let's see if that, yeah. This one does not. This is just a standard tilt column. Air conditioning, that's the big money right there. Let's see if this thing had air conditioning. Well, it says it does on the heater controls. Let's see if it's got it on the car. I do not. Oh, I do see a condenser. There's your AC lines. There's your reservoir, or not reservoir. Man, I forget what the heck that thing's called. I'll think of it here in a minute. But yeah, this thing's got air conditioning. So the air compressor's down there at the bottom. Right down there, I see the pulley. It's not hooked up. It's probably stuck. But that option for air conditioning was $625. That's crazy. That's another thing that pretty much comes standard on cars nowadays. So apparently they sold 215,585 of these cars, which is a shocker to me. I think I seen keys. This one here is missing a driver's seat. I don't know where it went. I don't know what's going to be in this trunk, so we're going to find out. Oh. Don't have anything. Wow. I'm actually pretty impressed with how clean this trunk is. There's no rust in any of the quarters or wheel wells on this vehicle. That's actually really impressive. Even the trunk floor pan. For how long this thing's been sitting out in the woods, that to me is actually pretty impressive. But any of you guys know that have watched this channel pretty much know the fate of this car. It will be gone. Will be getting crushed, as we do not need anything on it. But I thought it was cool. Did a little research to see, you know, a few things about this car. Some of them were pretty shocking to me. The price of the air conditioning setup was a little shocking. And how many they sold. That was a little mind-blowing. Over 200,000 of these cars were sold. And the crazy thing is, when's the last time you seen one? They sold over 200,000 of these cars. And to be honest, this is the first one that I've actually noticed. I might have seen one running down the road, but I highly doubt it. To me, they seem like they were throwaway cars. Run until something breaks on them where it's not worth fixing, and then they just scrap it. But figure I'd show you guys this one. I'll go ahead and get some more videos. Appreciate you guys watching. I'll see you in the next one.